May I invite Mr. S. Nambi Narayanan, Indian aerospace scientist, Padma Bhushan, to deliver the acceptance speech.
Special guests of honors, vice chancellors, pro-chancellors, and all my friends. I just want to recall only one occasion which happened in my life for the benefit of those who got their degrees today, post-graduation, graduation, and PhDs. Those were the days when we didn't have much of funding and facilities for our own development in ISRO compared to what is ISRO's stature today. We were struggling. In fact, myself and Dr. Abdul Kalam were working together. Then I just took away an assignment which will be liquid propulsion systems. While the erstwhile ISRO had some facilities on the solid propulsion, we didn't have anything on the liquid propulsion. So I thought that we should do something on that score. Normally, liquid propulsions are used for its high energy compared to solid propulsion, but we had no choice other than, because we didn't have any liquid fuel, liquid oxidizer. So we took aniline and nitric acid, which is inferior to the solid propellant's energy levels. And we tried to prove an engine which has a 600 kg thrust, small engine. And we were successful, and we launched it also. In fact, I still remember the joy when we did that in the eyes of all those who were associated with ISRO. A small rocket. But later, we wanted to upgrade it to a 3-ton. I'm talking about the thrust. We had problems. We had combined vortex, and we had all kinds of problems, combustion instability, and we never had any facility, never had any place where you can test this engine. At that time, we were asked to do this test in Sriharikota. I'm talking about 50 years back, 1973-74 time frame. I remember that we had only one jeep and a car. That's all the mobility part of it. And then we had one guest house with 3-4 rooms. So we tried, and we were struggling. And in the process, we finally decided we were going ahead with the test. I was walking away from the test bed after clearing the whole thing. At that time, I knew that we are going to have a blast. The reason is I had forgotten to give the correction for the calibration test we have done and the associated sand particles which might get entrapped. So I knew that it will be blasting. But I have no choice because already the counting is going on 10-9 like that. We have no way to communicate with the control center. So we were just silent spectators of a blast which blasted as expected. I remember very well, I got vexed up. I got into the only car available and then drove back to Madras. And luckily I found Dr. Brahmprakash as well as Professor Satish Dhawan sitting on the lawn of the Poyas Garden guest house. So I walked in, then came back, and then I told them, I gave them a letter which I scribbled. That was my resignation letter from ISRO, taking the total responsibility for the blast. And I felt that I should not continue to go in that post. Then Professor Dhawan asked me, you seem to be tired. Tomorrow morning we will discuss it. So go and take a rest. He was a fatherly figure for all of us. perfect gentleman, honest to the core. Well, we went off. Next day morning when we came, he inquired about the blast, and then he told very clearly that you have a passion for the liquid systems, right? Isn't it? I said, yes. If your passion is real, you wouldn't discourage and then run away from the problem by resignation. You continue to focus your attention to the goal which you have set it to yourself. So, that is how the so-called Vikas engine and its birth took place on that day. So my friends, I just want to, not to give an advice or suggestion to you, but I illustrated this in order to communicate something with you, namely, if you have a passion and if you focus your attention, I am sure that you will succeed. Now I take this opportunity, while I accept this with gratitude, the honorary degree given to me, I also want to congratulate one and all who got their degrees, post-graduation degrees, PhDs, rank holders. Wish you all the best, and I want to once again thank all of you for this opportunity given to me. Thank you.